Hello, this is Justin. For those of you who like me, please subscribe and share, and please support me on Patreon. Today I'm going to talk about Candace Owens, but I think she is the perfect role model for women of African descent. Candace Owens is an intelligent, hardworking woman. She's done a lot of things before she got her current position in the Daily Wire and before she did her documentary on The Greatest Lie Ever Sold. But why I love Candace Owens so much is that a lot of the women, the black women put in the public eye, were basically affirmative action appointees. They were basically, Kanye West calls them Black Lives Matter office managers. They're people of mediocre talent who are put in positions to fill a diversity quota, and they can't really speak out on how they feel or be themselves because of that. So the main thing is the left is able to manipulate them because, oh, if it wasn't for the Democrats and the civil rights movement and affirmative action, you wouldn't be here. So let's just say if you're some sort of black expert, like they like to put on MSNBC, and you're working at whatever university and whatever position, and you're not really secure about what you've done, because basically you view yourself as some godliness really because of whatever program, whatever race-based or sex-based program, you really can't speak out and be yourself. Like, Candace has been very proactive in getting her word out on how she felt and how she viewed things. Before the Daily Wire, she had done a large body of work, and then at the Daily Wire, in terms of calling out Black Lives Matter, trans ideology, and a bunch of other things, she has been spectacular. And one of the things I like the most, I forget the woman's name, but she had a PhD. I forget what her PhD was in, because I was mainly listening to Candace. This woman basically claimed expertise on Black Americans and basically said that white nationalism was the number one threat to Black Americans. And Candace Owens basically debunked that and said, no, the number one threat to Black Americans is like the lack of fathers, broken families. And then Candace Owens said, if I had to do a list of 100 problems facing Black Americans, white nationalism would not even be on the list. It's not the issue you guys are making it out to be. And I really loved Candace for that because here's someone, this woman probably talked to very few Black Americans. If she talked to Black Americans, they were probably her students, so they're not really going to say how they think because they're students and you don't want the professor to fail you. Or they were her colleagues at whatever university who can't really speak out because they're afraid that they'll be fired. And they can't really be themselves because they are there, hired as like the Black faculty. Um, I've seen that a lot at academia. I went to Cornell undergraduate and I went to Columbia for my master's. So I've definitely seen it in academia, but um, I certainly was in an affirmative action case. How I got into Columbia is I had to pay for some classes in cash that I got A's in, and then they accepted me into the master's program. And I still had to pay in cash and in student loans. So no, that was not my situation there. So basically, I can say screw affirmative action. It didn't sink its claws into me. And it's not something that benefits most Black people, obviously, with the issues you have going on in Black communities. Affirmative action has almost no effect. It's even corrupt because universities and companies can appoint what Kanye calls Black Lives Matters office managers to these positions. And these people can only say what leftists want them to say. So there's no amount of innovation or no amount of progress because you've appointed people who are total yes men. And you certainly can't accuse Kanye West of being a yes man. Not after recent weeks. Regardless of what you think of what he said or whatever, you can't call him a yes man. And you obviously can't call Candace Owens a yes man either. She speaks her truth and stands up for herself pretty well. And I think it's amazing to have someone in the public eye like her, who's like a parent, married, and a good and loyal friend to people like Kanye, and she stood up for Kyrie. I think she's amazing. She stood up for children who are being mutilated and encourage people to come forward and sue the detransitioners and people who are victims of Black Lives Matter ideology. And I know she said she was speaking to lawyers, so I hope she can find a way to sue Black Lives Matter herself. But either way, I really love her podcast, and I really love her program on the Daily Wire. I watch it all the time. Candace Owens, you're awesome, and keep it up. You're doing a lot of good for the country and for the world. We love you. Peace.